Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present on that side. I will again welcome each and everyone on the Live Physics VK channel, and here we are again gathered to continue our class 11th topic that we were dealing was motion in straight line. So till now we have discussed about the motion, and we are also particular about the motion in a straight line. Means our body is going to move in a one particular single direction, or we can say our body is in such a motion that to specify its motion we only required one single coordinate, and we also call such type of a motion as a 1D motion or the one dimension motion. So we can also call this as a motion in one dimension. So till now we are moving our body in a horizontal direction. So we discussed the various terms related to the motion of the body. Like those terms are, if I revise quickly, those terms are distance, displacement, speed. There are various types of the speed like the uniform speed, non-uniform speed. After that we have the average speed, instantaneous speed. Similarly we have the velocity with particular types. We have the acceleration with particular types, and we deal with the numericals. After this we enter into the one of the most important section of the motion, and that section is equations of the motion. And you all have done, we all have derived the equation of motion by using the calculus, and we have discussed the three equations of motion. But there is one more equation of motion that we are going to discuss at this stage, means in this video, and we will call this as a fourth equation of motion. So till now we all are familiar with only three equations of motions. First, V is equal to U plus AT. Second, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Or last one is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So these three equations of motion has been derived earlier in the class 9th also, but by using the graphical concept. But here we derived all the three equations of motion, all the three same equations of motions, but by using the calculus method. But here we have one more equation जिसके बारे में आप लोगों ने 9th class में नहीं डील किया है, and we are going to deal with that. And the fourth equation of motion, we particularly call this as a distance covered in nth second. So this fourth equation of motion contain its particularly name, and we call this as a distance covered in nth second. So first of all, try to understand what is the meaning of that. For an example, initially I am taking an example to demonstrate the topic. Let's suppose your body started from the A. So our body started from the point A. So this is our initial point, or you can say this is the starting of the time. And time always being started from the zero. So whenever we deal with the motion of any body and we say that this body started from this particular point, so that particular point would be considered as a time is equal to 0. After 1 second, your body reaches to the B point, and let's suppose it covers the distance of 2 meter. So in 1 second it covers the 2 meter. Next 1 second means after total time 2 seconds. So up to the C point your watch has been showing the 2 seconds, and let's suppose from B to C you have covered the 3 meter, or you can say from the starting point we have covered the 5 meter. Means in 1 second we cover the 2 meter, in 2 seconds we cover the 5 meter from the starting point. Let's suppose at the D point means when we covered the 3 seconds, the total distance covered by our body was 7 meter. Let's suppose is that. And let's suppose one more example that I am taking for 4 seconds. The distance covered by the body is 12 meter. So this is the example that I have placed in front of you. And what is that example? That from 0 to 1 it covered the 2 meter. From A to C means total time 2 seconds. So in 2 seconds it covers 5 meter. And please, it's request to each and everyone, please listen up the statement very much clearly, because the meaning also lies behind the statement. Statement के अंदर ही meaning है. So the distance covered in 2 seconds is 5 meter. Distance covered in 3 seconds from A to D, the distance covered in 3 seconds is 7 meter, and the distance covered in 4 meter is 12 meter. Okay, so distance covered in 4 meter is how much distance is covered in 4 seconds? So in 4 seconds the distance covered is 12 meter. Now I am asking you a simple question. This body which is being started from A to B, B to C, C to D and D to E respectively time interval and respectively distance. So distance covered in 4 seconds is 12 meter. Now I am asking you, distance covered in 4th second. 4th second में कितना distance covered हुआ? In Hindi, what is the distance covered in 4th mean? चौथे second में कितना distance covered किया? So what is the distance covered in 4th second? So first of all, 4th second means he is asking what is the distance covered by the body from D to E. Because A to B, it is your first second. B to C, it is our second second. C to D, it is our third second. And D to E, it is our 4th second. When there is a word 4th second, what does it implies? 4th second implies that we want to study only the time interval of 4th second. हमें केवल इस particular time interval को study करना है. We do not have to study the complete motion. For an example, if I make an announcement in the school, let's suppose the announcement is made that during the lecture period, the announcement is made through the mic is that, please listen up. The first announcement is that all class 12 will assemble in the assembly ground. So the statement is all class 12. So here I use a word only 12. So all class 12 will assemble in the assembly ground. So which of the class is going to assemble? All of them. From 1st to class 12th are going to assemble in the assembly ground. What is my next statement that I am going to give you as a instruction? So the next instruction is all class 12th will assemble in the assembly ground. I am again repeating, all class 12th will assemble in the assembly ground. So who is going to assemble in the assembly ground? Only the class 12th, 11th, 10th and the other classes are not going to listen up that carefully. Because in the second statement, what the teacher used? All class 12th. So he used a suffix 12th. When we use a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, when we use a suffix with the number, that suffix gives us the information about the particular instructions. केवल particular के बारे में बात करता है. So when we say all class 12th will assemble, so only 12th will go. But when the teacher say all class 12 will assemble, only 12, so it means all the class is going to be assembled. So in the same manner, if I ask you distance covered in, please, if I ask you distance covered in 4 seconds. So what is the distance covered in 4 seconds? So 4 seconds, it means he is asking us to study the 4 seconds. Total 4 seconds में कितना distance covered हुआ? It is 12 meter. But in the second statement, if I ask you distance covered in 4th second, 4th second. So means he is asking only the distance covered in 4th second. केवल 4th second में कितना हुआ? And that 4th second is from D to E. And what is the distance covered in D to E? So this from A to E, the distance covered in 4 seconds was 12. A to D, the distance covered in 3 seconds is 7 meter. So what is that remaining distance? It is 5 meter. And how we calculated the distance covered in this section? The distance covered in 4th second is being the distance covered in 4 seconds minus the distance covered in 3 seconds. Please, at the starting I told you, please listen up the statements very carefully. Distance covered in 4th second, चौथे सेकंड में कितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया इज इक्वल टू 4 सेकंड में कितना किया माइनस 3 सेकंड में कितना किया. So distance covered in 4 second minus distance covered in 3 second, that remaining will gives us the what is the distance covered in 4th second. चौथे सेकंड में कितना किया. Got it? In a similar manner, please, in a similar manner, if I ask you distance covered in 3rd second, if I ask this question, 3rd second, so 3rd second is from C to D. What is the distance covered in this 3rd second? Only C to D. So how we will calculate? From A to D, distance covered in 3 seconds is 7. Distance covered in what? 2 seconds is 5. So what is the distance left? It is the 2 meter. So the distance covered in 3rd second is S3 minus S2. So once we got the information by dealing with the example, so just by simple dealing with the example, we got the information that distance covered in 4th second is S4 minus S3. What is meaning of S4? Distance covered in 4 second minus distance covered in 3 second. So 4th second निकालने के लिए S4 minus S3, 3rd second निकालने के लिए S3 minus S2. और are you getting any pattern? कुछ pattern आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं यहाँ पे? That the distance covered in 4th is S4 minus S3, 3rd 3 minus 2. So in a similar manner, if I randomly ask what is the distance covered in 8th second, randomly I am asking you. So S4th is S4 minus S3. S3rd, distance covered in 3rd second is S3 minus S2. So if I randomly ask what would be S8, this would be S8 minus S7. And in similarly manner, if I ask you distance covered in nth second, it would be S4th 4 minus 3, 3rd 3 minus 2, 8th A minus 7. So whatever be the distance covered in the same time interval जो आपसे पूछा गया है minus the distance covered in the time interval जो उसके just preceding है, जो just उसके back side है. So what would be SNth? It would be SN minus 1. And this would be the first general expression for the distance covered in nth second. Hope you will get how this expression has been evaluated, and this was just simple an example. You do not have to note it down. So just to only explain you. So here, by looking at the example and by understanding the concept, we got a relation. And what we got a relation? That the distance covered in nth second is always being Snth. It is being Sn minus 1. And this would be the first general expression when the teacher is asking for distance covered in nth second. Means, let's suppose your body started from the A point. So nth second, this is your nth second. Let's suppose B point. This is the time t is equal to n. So when the teacher is asked what is the distance covered in nth second, so we have to find out the distance of that time interval, and let's suppose this is your preceding time interval t is equal to n minus 1. We have to find out this distance. Distance covered in fourth second, S4 minus S3. So the distance between 4 and 3. Distance covered in 8 second. The gap between the S7 mean time is equal to 7 and 8 second. तो जो सेकंड आपसे पर्टिकुलरली पूछा जाए, हमें उसका और उसके बैक साइड के टाइम इंटरवल के बीच का डिस्टेंस चाहिए. So similarly, distance covered in nth second means we have to find out the distance. We have to find out the distance between t is equal to n minus 1 to t is equal to n. हमें टाइम इज इक्वल टू n माइनस 1 से लेके n तक के डिस्टेंस को निकालना फ्रॉम हेयर टू हेयर. दिस डिस्टेंस वुड बी कॉल्ड एज अ डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इन nth सेकंड. डन. Let's start, or let's try to do this, or let's try to have an expression for this. And since we all know that we have a calculus method, so again the storyline would be the same. Since we are dealing with the equations of motions, so the storyline of the equation of motion is the same. What was the storyline? A body which have the initial velocity u. So I am writing here that let us consider a body with initial velocity u with constant acceleration a attains final velocity v in time interval of n minus 1 to n. So here the time interval that I want to discuss okay, sorry for this gap. So we have a body which is going to start with the initial velocity u with constant acceleration a, and it attains the final velocity. Because you are accelerating, definitely the velocity is going to change, but this time the only thing that changes in among the previous expressions, means previous equation of motion and this, the time interval. Here we want the distance between the time interval of n minus 1 to n. So we want the distance of n minus 1 to n. We have only this. So हमें केवल distance चाहिए from n minus 1 to n, because the heading of this topic is the distance covered in only nth second. So let's start with that. And we will going to do, or we are going to perform the same method that we performed in the second equation of motion. Why I am saying though? Because the second equation of motion also gives us the distance covered, but he gives us the distance covered in 0 to t second, the complete distance. But here we have to change from n minus 1 to n second. The nth would be in this manner. So let's start. So since instantaneous velocity, so instantaneous velocity, what is the expression? V is equal to ds by dt. The rate of change of displacement is known as the velocity. Okay, so V is equal to ds by dt. So what would be ds from here? Ds would be V into dt. And according to first equation of motion, what is V? V is equal to u plus at. So initially we are doing the same method or the same procedure as we have done in the second equation of motion. So your ds is equal to V, its value is u plus at into dt. And when this dt will multiply, it would be u dt plus at into dt. So this is our first equation of motion, and till here we are as same as of the second equation. So now what is the next step? Integrate both the sides. Integrate both sides. Okay, so integration of ds is equal to integration of u dt plus integration of a t dt. The rule of the integration, that on the right hand side we have the two terms, so we are going to integrate both of them separately. What is the ds? First of all, let us try to understand. ds stands for the displacement, and here we want the displacement of the body from C to B. हमें बॉडी का डिस्प्लेसमेंट कहां से कहां चाहिए? C to B. What is the C point? C is that point where the time was n minus 1, and B is that point where the time is n, because we want the distance in nth. हमें केवल nth चाहिए, तो nth के लिए n और the preceding second n minus 1 के बीच का डिस्टेंस चाहिए. So C point means when the time is n minus 1. What is the distance? Sn minus 1. Because we want the starting distance. Because here the distance is not being started from the 0. That is also been the second point. So here the time is not started from the 0. So we are not taking the displacement as a 0. So it would be n minus 1. So it would be Sn minus 1 to Sn. So what is the limit for the displacement? From Sn minus 1 mean at a C point to the B point. We want the distance from here to here. Time is changing from n minus 1 to n. So there are two variables in this equation. Number one dt. dt means change in time. So time is changing from n minus 1 to n. And the displacement is changing from Sn minus 1 to Sn. So what is the displacement ds integration? It would be S limit Sn minus 1 to Sn. U, that is the constant part, would be as it is. Integration of dt, it would be t limit n minus 1 to n, plus a would be as it is because acceleration is constant, and it remains t dt. And integration of t dt is t square by 2 n minus 1 to n. You know t dt, x power n rule, we are going to apply this manner. So how to solve the limit? First of all, s will replace by the upper limit. So it would be Sn minus 1. S will be replaced by the Sn upper limit minus lower limit. Similarly here, u, t will be replaced by n minus. Now the t will replace by n minus 1. So when the t will replace by n minus 1, so n become negative and 1 become positive. Got that? N minus means upper limit minus lower limit, plus a, I am taking 2 outside. What left? T square. Upper limit is n, so it would be n square minus lower limit n minus 1 whole square. Clear? T will replace by the n, t will replace by the n minus 1. But the t has a power which is 2, so that will remain as it is. We will solve this. So now Sn minus Sn minus 1. So Sn minus Sn minus 1. What is called this? Snth. That's why we have taken a little bit time while explaining the diagram. That Sn minus 1 gives us what? Snth. So this is Snth. The distance covered in nth second is equal to u. N minus n plus 1. So n cancel with the n. What left? Only 1 plus a by 2. Now just open the bracket. It would be n square minus. It would be a minus b whole square. So apply this algebraic concept. A minus b whole square. A square plus b square. But it is negative outside, so it would be negative n square negative 1 plus 2n. Got it? So in this step, I have performed two things. I open the bracket, and along with that, I open this negative sign. So power square भी open हुआ है और bracket भी negative sign भी open हुआ है. So both things has been performed togetherly. N square cancel with the n square, and what would be Snth? It would be u into 1 u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. And this is our, you can say, the new fourth equation of motion. This is our fourth equation of motion. So we have studied about the three equations of motion, but this is our fourth equation of motion that you have to add on. And what is the fourth equation of motion? It gives us the formula about the distance, but it gives us the formula for the distance covered in nth second. Nth. Whenever the teacher is asking 8th, 4th, 5th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So whenever you use a suffix, it means we are talking about that particular second. हम केवल उसका बात कर रहे हैं. It means what we are calculating? We are calculating the distance covered in that particular second minus the distance covered in the preceding second. तो मतलब हमें अगर 8 सेकंड का डिस्टेंस चाहिए, what is the distance covered in 8 second? So we have one technique that first of all find out the distance covered in 8 second, then find out the distance covered in the preceding. What is the preceding of 8? Which is the 7. So distance covered in 8 second minus distance covered in 7 second, it gives us the distance covered in 8 second. So pretty much it is language based logical concept. थोड़ा सा language और statement को read करते time you have to be pretty concerned. और आपसे आपको ध्यान रखना है क्योंकि हमारे पास एक और formula है. That is the distance covered in nth. So either you use this or either you can use this if you have the initial velocity or if you have the acceleration. So first of all, please note it down, the distance covered in nth second from here to the end. Now we will try to do, or I will try to explain one numerical related to that, and related to this concept you will get your assignment in the description box. You will get the link for that, and from there you can download. Okay, so please first of all note it down. Done? Okay, since we have studied the fourth equation of motion which gives us the information about the distance covered in nth second, now let's try to have a simple numerical related to that. So please, what is the numerical? So please first of all note it down, this numerical in your fair notebook. We have a numerical. Numerical is a body covers 12 meter. A body covers 12 meter in second. Okay, it is pretty much language. Second. Please try to understand. And 20 meter in fourth second. So a body covers 12 meter in second. In Hindi, if I say a body covers 12 meter in second, means दूसरे second में 12 मीटर चल रहा है, and 20 meter in fourth second. Now he is asking you that calculate distance covered in 9th second. How much your body is going to cover the distance in 9th second? So this is the variety of the question that has been asked, or this is the frequently variety I am discussing. There are more variety related to that. You will try to solve in the assignment. If you get any doubt, please you can ask in the comment box. Also, you have the number, my number on the WhatsApp. So please do not hesitate to ask. So let's try to solve this. So what is the question? A body covers 12 meters. So what is the given to us? Distance. But it is covered in second. So there has been a suffix used with this number. If the teacher says a body covered 12 meter in 2 seconds, 12 meter in 2 seconds, so it would be S. But it is second. So it is S2. S second is given 12 meter. Okay. 20 meter in 4th second. So as I discussed, there is a difference in statement. 20 meter in 4th second and 20 meter in 4th second. 20 मीटर इन 4 सेकेंड, इट मीन्स स्टार्टिंग से लेके मीन्स टाइम इज इक्वल टू 0 से लेके टाइम इज इक्वल टू 4 तक आपने 20 मीटर कवर किया. बट व्हेन आई से डिस्टेंस कवर्ड इन 4th सेकेंड, इट मीन्स आई एम स्पेसिफिक अबाउट ओनली द 4th सेकेंड. मैं चौथे सेकेंड में स्पेसिफिक हूं, मीन्स 3rd सेकेंड से लेके 4th तक, 3 से लेके 4 के बीच में कितना चला, आई एम स्पेसिफिक अबाउट दैट. सो इट इज S4th. हाउ मच? 20 meter. Okay, so we have S second. So since we have the formula, S nth is U plus A by 2 bracket 2n minus 1. So S second. So for the place of n, in the place of n what we have 2. It is U plus A by 2 into 2 minus 1. Let's try to make an equation for the second. So what is S second? 12. So distance covered in second is 12. We do not know the initial velocity. We do not know the acceleration. It is 2 to the 4 minus 1. It is 3. So it becomes 3a by 2. Or if we try to solve, it will become 24 is equal to 2u plus 3a. This is our first equation that we make from the first information. Since we have the second information, S4th, so let us try to make S4th. It would become u plus a by 2, 2n. And for the 4th, what is the value of n? It is 4 minus 1. What is the value of S4th? 20 is equal to u plus 4 to the 8 minus 1, 7a by 2, and when we transfer this, 40 2u plus 7a, equation number 2. Okay, have you got this step from here to here? Here I have taken the LCM, then transfer the 2 on this side, and if you want to remain the 2, आप इसे ऐसे ही करना चाहते हैं, it's your choice. Okay, so please try to understand. यहाँ पे most oftenly mistake होता है, and that is we will transfer the 2 on that side. हम इस 2 को यहाँ पे transfer तो कर देंगे, but we will not multiply with the u. हम u से multiply नहीं करेंगे, हम डायरेक्ट यहीं पे 40 is equal to u plus 7. So this is the most often mistake that I have seen in the most of the notebooks. So please you do not do that. पहले ही आपको warn किया रहा हूँ. So now we have the 2 equations. So now it is a simple concept. We have 2 equations with the 2 variables u and a, and now we can solve this in a simple manner. So by 1 and 2. So if you have 2 variable equation, you can solve this. 24 2u plus 3a, 40 is equal to 2u plus 7. Okay, which of the technique of the solution that you want to use? If you want to use substitution method, if you want to use elimination method, cross product, जो भी तरीका आप लेना चाहें, it's your choice now. So I am eliminating or I am just subtracting the equation 2 from the 1. So it would be negative. 2 you cancel. 40 minus 24. So it is negative. It would be your 10 6. Negative 16. It would be negative 4a. And a is equal to 4 meter per second. So what is the acceleration of the body that we got? A is equal to 4. And since we have the value of a, can we have the value of u by using any equation? So let's suppose I am using first equation. What was the first? 24 is equal to 2u plus 3a. And what is the acceleration? It is 4, it is 12, or 2u is equal to 12, or u is equal to 6 meter per second. Okay, you have to be pretty much specific about the unit. It says velocity, so it should be meter per second, and since it was acceleration, it should be meter per second. Now, answer is not being yet finished. What was asked to us? Distance covered in 9th second. 9th second. So he is asking the distance covered in 9th. So either you use this technique, S9 minus S8. First of all, calculate what is the distance covered in 9 second. 9 second. So what is the formula for S9? it is ut plus half at square. And if I give you what is the difference in the second equation of motion and the fourth equation of motion, let me brief. Second equation of motion, it gives us distance covered in t second, or you can say n second. So what is the distance covered in 4 seconds? We will use the second equation of motion. But if the teacher say what is the distance covered in 4th second, if he is specific about any particular time interval, then we have to go with the fourth equation. Hope you will got it. And we have the formula for that, S9. We will use this formula again. It would become u plus a by 2, sorry, u plus a by 2 into 9 minus 1, 2n minus 1. So 9 2s are 18 minus 1, it would be 17. What is the u? 6 plus 4 by 2 into 17. 2 and 17 2s are, it would be 34, and 34 plus 6, it is 40 meter. So what would be the distance covered in 9 seconds? It would be the 40 meter. By this manner, we have to do this. Okay, so this is the fourth equation of motion, and this is the numerical related to the fourth equation of motion. Hope you will get it. Okay, so for the practice, there are some more numericals as I told you in the assignment, and the assignment you can download from the link that has been given in the description box. So now we have discussed the fourth equation of motion, and we have discussed the one numerical related to that. Now before leaving before finishing, so let's discuss one more small topic in the equation of motion, which has been very much important to us, and we are going to discuss that, and that topic name is motion under gravity. And this topic is also similar from the 9th class. If I say this belongs from the 9th class, so I am not saying any wrong statement. So इसको 9th class का बोलना गलत नहीं होगा. It is totally based on the 9th class. The point is the numerical that you will get from here, so that would be pretty logical. Numerical थोड़े से logical मिल सकते हैं. Otherwise the concept and the everything is same. So let's discuss the motion under gravity. So under the gravity motion, we can move in two manners. Number one, we can either go in upward or we can either go in downward. So under gravity, we have two types of the motion. Means, let's suppose we have a body, and this body is going upward with initial velocity u. So what is the u? Initial velocity. Initial velocity when the body is going upward. And we all know about this term, and what is the meaning of small g? The meaning of small g is acceleration due to gravity. That due to gravity we have an acceleration, and what is the value for that acceleration due to gravity for the earth? It is 9.8 meter per second square. You all know that it is 9.8 meter per second square, or generally we can take as a 10 meter per second square for the easy calculation. But you can take g as a 10 meter per second square only when it is not being specified. If in the question examiner is specifying that take g is equal to 9.8, then you have to take definitely as a 9.8. तब आप 10 नहीं ले सकते. Otherwise it's your choice if you want. If you think that by taking the 10 meter per second square our calculation would be easy, you can go with that. And if you think that by taking the 9.8 meter per second square our calculation would be more easy, तो वो आपकी choice है. Okay? But since body is going upward, but we all know the concept of the gravity, that gravity allows the body to be fall in a downward direction. It means if we throw a body in upward direction, so what we are doing, whether we are working against the gravity or whether we are working along the gravity. So in upward motion we are working against the gravity. That's why this acceleration would be taken as negative g. What does that negative acceleration implies? The negative acceleration implies that the body is in retardation. What is the meaning of retardation? That means our velocity is going to change, but our velocity is going to decrease. So when any body's velocity decreases, जब भी किसी भी body का velocity decrease होता है, there would be acceleration, mean there is a change in velocity, but that change in velocity is in a negative direction, and that negative acceleration is also called as retardation. So here the acceleration would be taken as negative g, and what would be the final velocity at the highest point? So at the highest point the final velocity would be 0. Means when you throw a body up, जब भी आप किसी भी body को ऊपर throw करते हैं, so initially आपने कुछ velocity दिया, but up to the highest point its velocity decreases, and at the highest point इसका velocity क्या हो जाएगा? 0, and then it start falling downward, but that is the different motion. So in upward motion we would have some initial velocity, but in upward motion acceleration would be taken as negative g and final velocity would be taken as 0. Now in downward motion we have a body and we are allowing that body to be free fall. So downward free fall I am talking about. Free fall word means you are leaving or you are just lifting the body from here. आपने बॉडी को केवल यहां से छोड़ दिया. So जब when you just left the body here, your initial velocity would be 0 and your acceleration would be plus of g. Why? Because in the downward motion we are working with the gravity. हम gravity के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, because gravity will also allow us to fall in a downward, and by this manner, as again told you, acceleration positive, it is simply called as acceleration, but acceleration negative is called as retardation. So acceleration positive word means your velocity is going to change, but your velocity is going to increase. So definitely before touching the ground we will have some final velocity. Before touching the ground को टच करने के बाद का बात नहीं करते, फिर आप सोचेंगे तो सर it has been touched to the ground, so definitely its final velocity is 0. So it has not been touched to the ground, just above the ground. So in downward motion initial velocity 0, we would have some final velocity, we would have what? Acceleration taken as plus g. In upward motion we have acceleration negative g, we have some initial velocity, but our final velocity would be 0. Let's suppose in this upward motion you cover the h height, okay? In this downward motion we also cover the h amount of height. Let's suppose we cover it. So in upward motion and in downward motion, if we cover the same amount of height, means जितना हाइट हमने ऊपर जाने में कवर किया है उतना ही हाइट अगर हमने नीचे आने में कवर किया, if we cover the same height, then in that case the time interval would be also same, and that is the most important note that you have to keep in your mind. What is the note? That the time of upward is always equal to time of downward, but the condition is height should be same. This is the point that is going to be very much helpful for you. Means in Hindi if I say जितना समय जितना टाइम ऊपर जाने में लगेगा उतना ही टाइम बॉडी को नीचे आने में लगेगा. अगर जितने टाइम में आप ऊपर जाने की बात कर रहे हो, तो अगर आपने 10 मीटर ऊपर जाने में कवर किया है तो इसका मतलब आप उसी 10 मीटर नीचे आने का बात कर रहे हो. इफ यू आर कवरिंग द सेम डिस्टेंस, ऊपर जाने का डिस्टेंस और नीचे आने का डिस्टेंस अगर सेम है, इफ द डिस्टेंस इज सेम देन द टाइम इंटरवल ऑफ गोइंग अप एंड गोइंग डाउन दोनों सेम होंगे. So if I throw a body, let's suppose I throw a body from here it goes up and it finally return back to my hand. So let's suppose the total time taken was 4 seconds. So going up and down, the total time was 4 seconds. So if I told you the total time after which I catch my marker, is 4 seconds. So what is the time of going up? It should be 2 seconds. What should be the time of going down? It should be 2 seconds. Because the point from where I release the marker, it goes up, then it goes down. So the same point जहाँ से वो चला था वहाँ से highest point गया. Let's suppose it covered some distance 10 meter. After this it returned back again 10 meter. It means the time of going up and time of going down should be the same. And teacher has given us the total time was 4 seconds. तो total time 4 seconds है, but ऊपर जाने का और नीचे आने का दोनों time same है. It means 2 of upward time, 2 for the downward time. That's why the total time is 4 seconds. So this would be very much helpful for you. Done? And this is the motion under gravity. And if it is a motion under the gravity, we can have the modified equations of motion. So first equation of motion, V is equal to U plus gt. So acceleration would be taken as g. Okay, g would be negative or positive, that depend upon the motion direction, whether you are going upward or downward. Second, s is equal to ut plus half gt square, and the third is v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. If you want to use the word s or if you want to use the word h, it is your choice, because h represents the height. But we all know that when we study this vertical motion, so what is the specific about that? Motion under gravity, the motion is either vertically upward or either vertically downward. Means in which axis we are dealing now the motion? Now we are dealing on the y-axis. But check this out. In this motion, we are again dealing with only one particular axis, y-axis. हम केवल y-axis को ही देख रहे हैं. And when we are dealing with only one particular axis, y, again it is motion in one dimension. Till now, we are moving either forward, backward. So till now, अब तक हम लोग हमेशा काम कर रहे थे, या तो ट्रेन को चला रहे थे, या कार, बस, anything चल रहा था on the road. So अब तक वो रोड पे चल रहा था, and road was taken as a horizontal level. So x-axis पे वर्क हो रहा था, either positive x or either negative x. और अभी भी वही हो रहा है, in one axis, but this time the axis is y. So it is also the motion in 1D. That's why if it is a motion in 1D, so every equation would remain the same. The only thing, the terms that we are using for the gravity, वो बदल जाएगा. So A would be replaced by the G and S would be replaced by the H, because in the vertical manner हम लोग उसे height बुलाते हैं. हम लोग क्या बुलाएंगे इसे? If you covered a distance in a horizontal direction, तो आप उसे distance या displacement call कर देते हो. But अगर आप वही distance vertical में जाएं, you will not call that I have covered the 20 meter distance. You will say that I have covered 20 meter height. Okay? So हमारा rocket इतना height तक गया. दिवाली में भी ऐसे बोलेंगे ना, इतना height तक गया. So we call that vertical distance as a height. तो आप लोग इसे h से replace करेंगे. So these are our three equations of motion. When the teacher says upward, तो जैसे टीचर ने कहा body is going upward, तो कुछ चीजें आपके दिमाग में पहले ही clear होना चाहिए. A would be taken as negative g and final velocity would be 0. When the teacher says downward free fall, our initial velocity should be 0. Acceleration would be taken as plus g. So जब भी upward or downward call किया जाए, whenever the teacher says upward or downward, there are some points that should be clearly, पहले ही आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. When I say upward, I will not give you the final velocity. जब मैंने कहा body is thrown upward, a ball is thrown being vertically upward, I will not tell you the final velocity. That is your common sense, जो आपको पहले से ही clear रखना पड़ेगा. When I say a ball is thrown free fall from that much height, ball is free fall. So free fall word means initial velocity should be 0 and acceleration should be taken as plus g because it is being free fall. So these are the relevance point for the motion under gravity, and I hope नाइन्थ क्लास ही था मोस्टली. So everything we have discussed in the ninth class. Now just dealing with that, so no particular derivation, we have to go with the numericals. So you will get the numericals related to that as usual in your description link, the same link जहाँ पे आपको fourth equation of motion के numericals मिलेंगे. So go with the numericals, try to solve out. If you found any difficulty, please do not hesitate to ask. So please आप free हैं, so जितना ज़्यादा आप better करेंगे, it would be better to us. So this is all about in this lecture. We will meet in the next lecture with the topic of the graphical concept. So we will study the motion in the next lecture, but with the graphs. So हम लोग ग्राफ के ऊपर जाएंगे और as I told you, 9th क्लास में भी हम लोगों ने ग्राफ्स को पढ़े थे. If you can revise them, that's a better good और वो आपको बहुत benefit करेगा. So first of all, write down the information, motion under gravity, this note, all the three equation of motion, please.